Hi, I'm Attorney Badet and welcome back to my channel. Hello everyone! I'm back with another video on my channel. It's been a while since I uploaded a new video. Everything has been so busy. Ang daming ganap sa work, ang daming nangyari. Mahirap pala mag-maintain ng YouTube account, but I'm so happy for everyone who's been supporting my channel, especially to my subscribers, to you law students out there who appreciate my posts and my videos and have been so supportive. Thank you so much. So, kamusta naman kayo? Kamusta naman ang online class? How is the bar review going? I know we're still on this pandemic situation, but I think everyone is adjusting to the new normal, and dahil resilient tayo, kahit anong mangyari, kapit lang, patuloy pa rin ang pag-aaral, patuloy pa rin ang pangarap na maging abogado. Today, we're going to talk about something that we all relate to. Kailangan natin ito, hindi lang para sa mga law students dyan, kundi sa lahat ng mga estudyante, especially those courses that really require rigid reading. And that is memory. So today, we're going to talk about how to effectively memorize. First off, law school question. Do you really need to memorize in law school? Well, people will say to you na hindi mo kailangan mag-memorize. You just have to understand the provision of the law. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is false. Kailangan mo talaga mag-memorize. That is one thing that is inevitable. Hindi mo talaga siya may iwasan. When it comes to the bar or answering questions, even in law school, diba, sa pag-usapan natin how to write your answers in law school question. First, you have your answer, the first paragraph, and then the second is your legal basis, and then your application, and then your conclusion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, saan ba pumapasok dito yung memory? Saan ba pumapasok dito yung memorization? Papasok ito dito sa second part ng iyong answer, which is the legal basis. And for you to be able to, provide a legal basis for your answer, then you need the provision of the law or the ruling of the court or the jurisprudence that is applicable. And kung hindi mo memorize, or if you not, sabihin natin, you are not familiar with applicable law or with the rule or with the jurisprudence, then most likely wala kang mailalagay sa sagot mo. So, memorization is very important. As I have said, you need that for your legal basis. And also with your recitations. Kasi pagdating naman sa school, there are professors that don't allow you to use your books while you are having a recitation. Another concern is, do you need to memorize everything? Well, hindi naman kailangan i-memorize lahat. You don't even need to memorize it word by word because hindi naman tayo lahat biniyayaan ng photographic memory, and the examiner or even your law professors will not expect that you will know everything in the book. But what I can say to you is, if you are not really good at memorizing things, then at least familiarize yourself, especially those keywords. Ang importante lang talaga is you do it smart. It means that you familiarize or you memorize those things that are really important. And that is the basics. First step in memorizing something is understanding it. When you are in first year or bago ka pa lang sa law school, I understand na there are terms or words that you have not encountered in your life before na panibago or bagong-bago sa'yo. Mahirap siyang intindihin mahirap siyang i-memorize kung hindi mo siya naiintindihan. So, the first thing you do is to understand it. Now, if it's very complicated, read it once and then you read it again twice. And if you can't understand it, you read it thrice. Walang masama kung paulit-ulit mong basahin. If you have the time, then why not? If you have a grasp of it or you get the gist, then that's when you start memorizing it. Now, after you have read it once or twice, it will be easier for you to memorize it kasi familiar na siya sa'yo, hindi na siya bago sa mata mo, and sa paulit-ulit mong pagbabasa, mamememorize mo na lang din talaga siya. Now, in memorizing, I have said, meron tayong different styles. Meron tayong mga people na gumagamit ng highlighters or markers, and ako kasi I'm a very visual person. So, it helps na use highlighters. For example, I use the red highlighter for the word or the term, and then I use the yellow one for the definition, para at least meron siyang system. Pero meron namang iba na they use their pencil and it works for them. So, kung visual ka, then it helps na you have your highlighters. Well, typical talaga sa atin. And also, another thing is the 3-star, 4-star, 1-star provisions of the law. Yan yung mga sinasabi ng mga professors natin na kailangan nating i-prioritize sa pag-memorize, na yun talaga yung mga dapat nating tandaan at huwag nating kalimutan. For example, Article 4 of the Revised Penal Code, di ba? Kung iisipin natin, napaka-basic, pero napaka-importante. And Article 6, meron siyang, kanya rin katulad nito. You put a star. Yan yung ginagawa ko before. By the way, ito yung revised penal code ko before. Another very popular thing that is being used, or method that being used in memorization, is the use of mnemonics. Alam ko, siguro alam niyo din to eh. You use the first letters of the word to make an abbreviation. For example, or what are the elements of self-defense? That is unlawful aggression, reasonable necessity, and lack of sufficient provocation. So, that is URL. So, mas madali siyang i-recall. Pag inisip mo na, what are the elements to qualify as self-defense. Another thing to help you memorize is relate something funny about sa memorize mo. This is a tip from Attorney Manny Riguera. He said na pag nag-isip ka ng something funny or something na interesting kwento about sa pinag-aaralan, then it helps you recall it. Diba? Pag may something funny na nangyari, lagi mong maaalala siya at lagi mo siyang maiisip. There's a reason why we remember Chiming Choy. Because that's very interesting, diba? So, if you make things interesting for you and you make it sound fun, remember it easier. So, after mong magbasa, after mong mag-memorize, it's time for you to recall it. It is important to memorize it, but it's more important for you to recall it. Close your eyes and then take a moment and remember the things that you have studied. Analyze yourself. Naalala mo ba kung ano yung binasa mo? Na-internalize mo ba kung ano yung binasa mo? Kasi sayang naman yung 5 hours mong pagbabasa or pag-try to memorize if you cannot recall it. Habang nag-iisip ka kung ano ba yung mga binasa mo, ano ba yung mga memorize mo, at hindi mo matandaan, balikan mo. If you have the time, go over it. Go through it. So that's it for today. I hope I helped you. I hope I gave you some hacks or some memorization tips that will be of help. As I have said, if you have your own style or kung meron ka ng sarili mong pamamaraan kung paano ba maalala mga bagay-bagay, then do what works for you. What is important is you read it, you memorize it, you recall it. Those are the 3 things na importante. If you have any questions, suggestions, or things that you want to talk about, just comment or give me a message and I'll be happy to assist you. Thank you so much, guys, and see you until next time. This has been Attorney Badet, and you can do it, future attorneys.